33, 50, 50, 0 array transformation 1. For this problem, we are given an integer array nums of less n and a 2D array queries where queries I gonna equal to li and ri. For each queries I, we can select a subset of indices within the range li to ri in nums. So what does that mean? So for example, for the first query, it is 0 to 2. It means from index 0 to index 2 inclusive, we can choose some subset. For example, we can choose index 0 and index 2, and we're gonna reduce the value by 1. So for this one, we're gonna reduce it to be 0, and for this one, we're gonna reduce to 0, as this one has already become 0, so we don't need to reduce that. So it means it is possible to make all the values equal to 0. Yeah, it is valid. Now let's just check the second case. So for the second case, we're gonna choose index from the 0 to 3, from 1 to 3. So from 1 to 3, so this is 1 to 3. So definitely we want to reduce it. So this is gonna become 2, and this is 1, this is 0, and then from the index 0 to 2, we're gonna reduce it. So 4, it's gonna become 3. This is 1, and this is 0. It becomes 3, 0, 3, 1, 0, 0. Definitely, yeah, those kind of two integers are not equal to 0. Definitely, it is not possible. So we're going to return a false. So exactly how can we solve this problem? Definitely we cannot solve it by using brute force, because for brute force we're going to check the queries one by one. And how many queries? So there are going to be 10 to the power 5 queries. And for each of the query, what is the range? So the range is going to be nums length, it's going to be 10 to the power 5. So it means it is not possible. Yeah, because definitely it is 10 to the power 5 times 10 to the power 5, it's going to be 10 to the power of 10. Definitely, we're going to have the time limit exceeded. So in order to solve the problem cleverly, so instead of doing the operations one by one, because this is query and the queries are given, why not we just use the properties of the query and to make the problem easier? So for example, queries 1, 2, 3. We just prepare an array, and for this array we're gonna set it to be always to be 0. Yeah, so this is the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 1 2 3, we're gonna plus a 1, so this is 1 1 1. And for 2 to 0, we're gonna plus 1, so 2 to 0. 0 to 2, we're gonna plus 1. This is 1, this becomes a 2, and this becomes a 2. Yeah, so this is a 0 to 2. So after that, it becomes 1 2 2 1 0 or something else. Yeah. So 1 2 2 1, and for here, this is a 4 3 2 1. We just need to check all the numbers. If all those numbers are going to be more than and equal to the nums array. So for example, 1 going to be more than or equal to this one going to be more than or equal to this one, and this one going to be definitely it's not possible, because 1 is not more than 4. 2 is not more than or equal to 3. 1 is not more than or equal to 4. Definitely it's not possible. So we're gonna return a false. But how can we accumulate the values? It's gonna be really easy. We can just use a difference array to accumulate values. So instead of accumulate the values one by one, otherwise it's gonna be n². We're gonna use something like prefix sum, but we're gonna use a difference array to make the problem really easy to solve. Now, let me prepare the length of the nums and prepare a difference array. So it's gonna be 0 times. So what is the length of the array? It is but while we are using difference array, we're gonna check the. Let me think about it. So we're gonna use n plus 2 or n plus 1. Let me think about it. Because for the queries, it's gonna be 1 2 3, or it can be 0 2 3 for the example 2. Yeah, but if it is 1 2 3, we're gonna use 3 plus 1. It's gonna be 4. Yeah, so this means for the index, it's gonna be n plus 1, because we're gonna use this index for our difference array. Now we just need to check all the queries. So for AB inquiries, so FA gonna plus equal to 1, and FB plus 1 gonna minus equal to 1. Now we just need to check the prefix sum. So the prefix is gonna be the list of accumulate. Did I put something wrong? It is accumulate with VF. Now we just need to zip them together. So for AB the lip of nums and queries. So all the nums should be more than equal to queries, but if it is less than the queries, we're gonna return a false. Otherwise, we're gonna return true. As you can see, this is just a medium problem, and the reading is 1500. It should not be so difficult. Let's just run it. It didn't work. Why? Yeah, let me just check this A and B, because it is an integer and list. Oh, what is wrong? Because it is not queries, definitely. It is my prefix sum. While I'm calculating the prefix sum, as you can see. Yeah, so all those numbers should be more than and equal to all those numbers should be, yeah, let me write it like this. So the prefix sum and the nums. So all the numbers inside the prefix sum should be more than and equal to the number inside the nums. If it is less than, so we're gonna return a false. Otherwise, we're gonna return true. Now let me just submit it to check if we can pass for all testing cases. As you can see, we passed for all testing cases, and it's pretty fast, and the time and space complexity is both O(n). I think that's all about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.